Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, thank you very much for joining the ever-expanding industrial platform that celebrates industrial professionals all around the world, because you are bold, you are brave, you dare greatly, yes you do. You collaborate, you solve problems, and you're making my life and the world a better place to live. Yeah, that's why we celebrate you on Industrial Talk. And it's not that noisy right now, but we are once again at Xcelerate23, and I'm just to put this on your calendar. You need to be a part of Xcelerate24. We don't have a date. We just know that it's in 2024, but put that on the calendar. Be on the lookout for that. And it is brought to you by the wonderful people at Fluke Reliability. Now, you can go out to Fluke Reliability. Just go on to Google. Just say Fluke Reliability. Find all the contact information for that wonderful organization. Now, is that your phone? Whose phone is that?
No, not my phone.
What is
not
ringing?
My phone.
You hear it?
I do.
Oh, it's like that. Okay. Sue-Ann is in the seat, and she was trying to help me figure out what the bell was. That's a notification, right?
It is. It's something good's about to happen. That's what it means.
Good. You know what's interesting? This conference, this user conference, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And I'm able to walk through and talk to people, and everybody's like, "Yay, this is great!" And, eat good food, talk about the challenges. I don't know.
There's pockets of greatness wherever you look, just within easy access.
I'm going to
right behind you.
Pockets of greatness. That's that. Thank you, Sue-Ann. I'm telling you, that's pretty loud, isn't it?
No,
but it doesn't matter
but
because we're on site now.
Where you're sitting, you can see everything. You've got a great view of what's happening there.
I do. Nobody can sneak up on me. So with that said, Sue-Ann, for the listeners, let's give us a little background on who you are, where you come from, and then we're going to go right into the topic.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
By the way, I had to run her down a couple of times. She's a busy person. She's
with customers,
in demand.
Listening to the customers. It's been great.
It's good.
My name's Sue-Ann Prentice. I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Fluke Reliability. I joined this wonderful team in January of 2022. And we have been having lots of fun since then. This is my first Xcelerate, and wow!
Oh yeah,
the building has come alive.
It is, and it just seemed like everything worked well. Everything, the venue, the people, the organization, the details. Here's a funny feedback. When we were having food, we were out by the pool, and
was this yesterday?
This was yesterday. It was great. By the way, the weather cooperated.
I know.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thumbs up on that.
Thank you, Florida, for the weather.
Thank you. And the feedback was, they don't realize it, but everything was easy. Like, okay, the food was timed right. I was able to have a break, and it was timed right, and it's just these things that we take for granted at an event, but this is...
But it's all about the experience.
Yes.
It's all about the experience.
We
want to make it easy. So we want to, when you hear, I want to be able to focus and connect and network, so the other things have to just happen seamlessly.
That's
so
right.
that I maximize the time with my colleagues, my sponsors, with you, and with the customers. So we'll make everything else easy. Then the experience is brilliant.
Okay, so here it is. Really, your first Xcelerate, which is pretty cool. So you get firsthand. What are you taking away from this? What are you hearing from the customers? What's the feedback that you're listening to from your customer user base?
So on Tuesday evening, we had our welcome drinks for everyone, and everyone, it's one of those scenes in the movies where people haven't seen each other for a long time, and you have the open arms reaching out, and the joy of seeing somebody else face to face that they haven't seen for a number of years. And then as the days have been progressing, they're kind of reminiscing. Remember when we saw each other in the last Xcelerate face to face? So I think it's getting together in person. Everyone's like, thank you for putting this on face to face again. It's so much better than virtual, and that's been absolutely the top of the list that customers have been sharing. I think again, it's just providing an opportunity for people to come together, share stories, share their journeys, where they're on, connect with some of the other partners and sponsors we have here. But the other thing is, there's just been immense stories about how Fluke Reliability is helping them, their experience that they've had with us, how can they get more of it, finding out of what else is coming. So talking about the teams that they work with across. So I've been here just over a year, but still learning and listening to our customers about all the different people across the organization and how they're working with them and how they're learning from them and how they help supporting them. It's just been amazing.
To that point, what is interesting is you're able to see it. And in the world of reliability, in the world of asset management, in the world of tracking data, all of the stuff that is taking place within the industrial space on how to, hey, let me get that data, let me just sort of slice that data, let me see what kind of tactical information I can get from that data, whatever it might be. And did Fluke Reliability sort of see, for lack of a better term, sort of this renewed vision into a reliability culture for businesses, because we were just shut down and we realized that we can't beat out there, and reliability and asset management in general is just you're out there, you're touching the thing, you're looking at it, you're listening to it, and all of that stuff. Has there been any sort of epiphanies that happened as a result of being shut down, and then all of a sudden
since I joined, I lead marketing across Fluke Reliability, and together with my team and a whole raft of people across our business, we really have been over the last year and bit double clicking into what is happening in the reliability space with our customers. What does it mean to them? Where are they on their journey? What are the problems they're trying to solve? And really going deep and listening to those, and then what we've been focusing on is, and I literally, you pulled me out of a panel discussion all about connected reliability with some of our customers, some of our sponsors, and people are talking about what does it mean for them, and we're as a group sharing our vision for the future of maintenance going forward, and what does it mean for reducing downtime and safety, and how do we capitalize on new innovation coming from the new technology. So absolutely, I think collectively, all of us, there is this momentum building on what is reliability, what is the future of that, how do we future-proof our maintenance programs going forward.
Some of the feedback that I've received as a result of many conversation has been, one, who do I trust? I go out there and I'm Google and I do whatever I need to do, and the internet says I need to be in a reliability sort of mindset and this whole digital transformation. I need to collect that data. I need to be able to pull it in. I need to do things with it. But I'm already dealing with I'm a business, and it's got its own set of problems, and you're asking me to do something else. I find that the culture itself, and because of COVID, there has been this increased focus on, I need the data, I need to do it, but I think people are looking for people to trust. And please, make it simple. And then thirdly, where do I start? So don't trust, simplicity. Are you getting that from a marketing perspective, that messaging?
And it's, I think that, the word simplicity there is crucial. Because also, you mentioned data, more data doesn't necessarily mean better data. So, how do we help our customers with focus on the right problems that they're trying to solve, make sense around when they are investing in new technologies, that they're integrating it in the right way that really is helping them, not building more complexity. You use that keyword, simplifying.
Because we've just been through a very challenging time in the marketplace, just in general, right? And then we've recognized the fact that maybe I'm not as robust as or resilient as I need to be from a business perspective. But then we also talk about, and we mentioned culture. Does Fluke Reliability, let's say I come into my business and yeah, I want to be reliable and I want to do all this stuff that I'm supposed to do. But it always gets down to people in that culture to constantly support. Do you help sort of facilitate that as well?
Absolutely. I mean, I think if you look, one of the big, trends and dynamics we're seeing in the market at the moment is you look at the changing workforce across so many customers. They're experiencing, an aging workforce. There's so much mobility happening where, the demographics in organizations is changing. And so, we can come in and partner and support organizations around, well, where are your gaps? Where are your skills gaps? How can we support you? What knowledge can we help bring in? Where can we help? Our culture is very big on across Fluke Reliability and across Fortive, the company we're part of, around driving improvement and continuous improvement, and where do we move forward and how do we make things better today than they were yesterday. And one of the areas where we see, particularly around that changing workforce, is how can we help train companies' employees to leverage some of the expert services we've got to fill some of those gaps that we're seeing so many organizations have from a skills perspective.
I don't have an answer. All I know is that there's a lot of pain out there when it comes to this. And when you start talking about the reliability world, the individuals in it, and it is such a very specialized skill and profession. And it is so easy. Are we doing enough to backfill? I like the fact that you train. I like the fact that there is that accessibility. And also, I think the reality is that if I'm a manufacturer and I understand that things are happening fast, I see it out there, all that good stuff, it would seem to me to be able to collaborate, partner with a company that is pretty much vertically integrated, because I can get my meters, Fluke meter, Fluke. I can get my tools from Fluke, but also I have all of the other elements, and then because it's changing so much, I'm keeping up. I get to work with somebody that keeps. It's your responsibility, right? It's your responsibility to keep up with all of the changes, workforce, technology, AI, whatever you want, data analytics, you name it.
But it's bringing all of that together. We've had some amazing keynotes yesterday, this morning. Just thinking about the importance of all of that, the people, the data, the processes, all of that coming together.
I don't know, man. It's exciting, and I think I try. Yeah, there's the. What's that moral obligation? I mean, we're it's already out of the bag. You sit there and you talk about the AI, and you talk about data analytics. You talk about what is important data, what is not, whatever it might be. There is a concern that there's this intrusiveness that could take place, but it's happening. So you gotta. I just think, where do you see it going? Right? Where do you put on your future hat? You've been here for all of. A little over a year now. You're a professional.
So the one constant we have in terms of where it's going is that there's change. Change is our single constant.
Change with a sense of speed. There's something going on there that's like, oh.
But I think we're excited about events like this, where we come together with our customers, with the partners that we have. I think as an industry, for us to just keep communicating, keep looking at that the vision and future-proofing maintenance programs. How do we help maintenance teams to really focus on those the right problems that they're trying to solve? Because you said it earlier, there is so much pain all over the place. So I think it's just focusing on how do we simplify solutions for everyone. That's keeping the world up and running.
Yeah, just from my perspective, being able to have somebody I can talk to. There's just that alone would be just an absolute, and one that truly, and this speaks highly of the culture that exists here at Fluke Reliability. There's a lot of positive people roaming around here. I don't see anybody that's frowning and having a, woe me and cloud over the head type thing. So that speaks highly.
We are excited. We're excited about what we can do with our customers together, and partnering with everyone on the journey that they're on. That's what I said. There's pockets of greatness everywhere.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, I'm all intrigued by the fact that I like this. You got to, listener. You need to be able to put this on your calendar. You will not be disappointed. It's probably going to be in Fort Myers next year, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you're at, and why would you want to travel up to Orlando? But it is here. How do people get a hold of you, Sue?
Well, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Absolutely. Both, have a look. You said it. You kickstarted it with have a look at Fluke Reliability. Sue-Ann Prentice. Please, I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn.
There it is. Loved.
And I'd absolutely, if you've missed out on Xcelerate23, look out for Xcelerate24. You don't want to miss it.
There it is. You were absolutely spectacular, and it was worth the wait, Sue-Ann. Worth the wait of being able to connect with you. Oh, there's the photographer right there.
Capturing moments that matter.
The action shot. All right, listeners, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. We're going to have all the contact information for Sue-Ann, as well as reliability, anything about reliability, Fluke Reliability, Xcelerate, eMate, all out on Industrial Talk. So, you're not going to be left alone. Thank you very much for joining and for your support. We're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Thanks, Scott.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
All right, once again, thank you very much for joining me on this journey to amplify and elevate industrial professionals all around the world. Sue-Ann fits right squarely in the middle of that, and she is passionate about solving your problems as well as Fluke Reliability. Put Xcelerate24 on your calendar. We don't have the details yet. We just know it's in 2024. That's about it. But you will find all the detail out on Industrial Talk once we know what's happening next year. But you will not be disappointed. It was just a collection of individuals just roaming around, just being positive and really wanting to help you succeed. So be a part of that wonderful organization, Fluke Reliability. All right. Be bold. Be brave. You dare greatly. You're changing lives and you're changing the world. I say that every day. Here at Industrial Talk, we want to create that platform that celebrates you. We need your support. Go out, find the podcast, go out to Industrial Talk and support the videos that are out there. It's all focused around education and helping you, figure out solutions so that you create a business that is far more resilient, because we need you. We need industry to succeed, and all of the things that are taking place at Fluke Reliability and others, all very important. So please support the organization, support Industrial Talk, and we're going to have more great webinars and more educational opportunities all out on Industrial Talk. Thank you very much. Hang out with Sue-Ann, and you're going to be changing the world. We're going to have another great conversation coming from Xcelerate23 shortly, so do not go away.